how do you do this? Like, aside from being insane, which you told me before.
Yeah.
But like, oh, Bernie Sanders just scared the out of me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's how I do it. He's just watching me all day.
How long? Can I get one of these? These waters, you got any ones?
Hold on, I'll grab you a water. Do you want anything else? I have a lot of sodas.
No, just water.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm trying.
It's all diet sodas.
That's even worse.
Oh, okay. All right, well.
Yeah, I'm rocking. I'm in LA. Hassan, LA is kind of trash. LA is kind of trash, Hassan. I'm a little Do I need to leave now? Is this it? Is this bridge burn? Yeah, but I decided I was gonna try to rep Los Angeles a little bit. So I wore System of a Down shirt. Indeed, appreciate it.
Stay.
The first thing I ever heard about you was this house. And after hearing about it for the last 3-4 years and coming to it, and this is no shade, this is a normal ass.
That's what everybody says. Every time people come to my house, it's literally the exact same response.
Like, I was trying to buy a house early this year. It didn't go through. But, like, I don't want people to have seen the house I was about to buy, which is cost less because it's in Georgia, right? So,
yeah,
like, money is relative according to space. But, like, this is a normal ass. Like, going back to the anti-fandom shit. This is just like I have uncles.
You will never be able to describe it to people though. They literally in their minds have like turned it into, they've turned it into like a mega mansion, like a chateau. It's a nice house. It's a really nice house.
It's a nice house,
and it's in a nice neighborhood, which is why it's so expensive. It's not. You're right. It's not in a nice neighborhood, but it's in a neighborhood that is expensive, for sure.
Like I didn't come on to absolve you as the
no, I mean you don't have to.
Uncle, but like it is a weird, like the one thing that I've kept in mind as we've talked is like the otherworldliness of the space we occupy as fake celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Like we have no real resources or access to like the protective elements of celebrity.
Yeah,
we are,
and we also aren't like removed. Like we're not multiple layers removed from our audiences or like the average person in the way that like an actual celebrity is.
Yeah,
like the irony is like because of the nature of the content that we create, it's constant communication and constant feedback and the feeling of like other people coming on to join your crusade. So it feels productive.
The celebrity works it works against us in that regard. But here's the other thing though, and to be honest, like you also have to have a responsibility with the platform, right? And it's something I just fully started learning a couple of months ago. I won't say the person's name, right? But I did a video about another creator's video, and I didn't think to myself, and like I was like, I really want this take to be out there. So I left the video out, and it didn't occur to me that even if my fan base wasn't about to go like dogpile that person, I put the green light on that person as ripe for critique. Mm-hmm. And so next thing you know, there's like 5 different critique videos about this individual, and everything's getting blamed on me. I'm like, but I was like, oh, but I kind of started it. And so like you lose control of your actual like voice. Like as soon as you say, I think about like, Spider-Man, the night he becomes Spider-Man and then he opens the door the next day and he rips it off the hinges. Like that's kind of the area we're in. And so what you have to learn is, right,
with great power comes great responsibility.
Great power comes responsibility. I'm going to get drugged for this appearance. Like you, Hassan, as long, you have to say, all right, this person just said something out of pocket. These people said something out of pocket, or this topic, this area is, I got a strong take on this. And then you got to go through like 7 filters about like, not so much filtering out like what is the right thing to say for the perfect, like non-offensive, whatever. But for as the chat goes down, which one of these is going to do the dumb? Is it you?
Well,
Bean Finder
sometimes there's people in here that are like hate watching. There's a lot of people that are hate watching that will literally act like they're your fans and go and do crusades on behalf of you in an effort to try to get you to try to get other people to hate you. So like the mania only gets worse. It's not like anything you can imagine that like some psychopathic individual would do, people do regularly.
I can't imagine your deal.
Yeah, I mean at that
my are wild, but
yeah,
like
at that point it's just like I've just grown accustomed to it. You know what I mean? And I think ultimately the real reason why no matter what happens, I don't give a shit is because Kaya's not eating the shelf, guys. She's eating a thing that I put there. It's a frozen treat for her. No matter what happens, the reason why I let it kind of like brush past me is because when I started this at the Young Turks, one, I was working under someone, so I had like no control over my life, no control over my content, no control over my IP. But I also only got negative feedback because TYT was already well hated, like 2014, 2015 Gamergate era. And I saw the entire space is occupied by neck-bearded losers who were reactionary as fuck. And I never really thought I would get to this level of success that I got to. I never thought that I would see massive content creators openly, advocating for progressive policies and whatnot. Most of the time, progressive content creators, I think, in the early age of the, Gamergate era, they were not openly talking about their politics. Even if they were progressive in their personal lives, they kind of just like didn't really say anything. A lot of big progressive content creators still don't actually get into politics all too much regardless, but the environment was certainly almost entirely hostile with very little counter to that. And then like BreadTube came around and, all of these communities started growing online as a counter to all of that movement. So now having someone like myself be one of the largest Twitch streamers on the planet who exclusively talks about politics from a like straight up as leftist as you can get perspective,
right?
I never take it for granted. I always have that to fall back on, where I think to myself like, well, I do have a massive community no matter what.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And so like that's interesting. So as I'm sitting here, I'm trying to pay attention to the chat, but like literally, I cannot process.
No, it's better that you don't. Trust me. It's literally better that you don't, because.
But this is also. This is like the force. This is a powerful thing to have access to, even as it sometimes seeks to destroy you. This is a good take.